This channel is made possible by viewers like you. My viewers, subscribers, and patrons greatly help to keep this channel going. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of you. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get access to what I'm working on, previews of upcoming content, and even early videos, along with other tier options for those that are interested. Thank you, and now on to the video. When possible, I love going into a game blind. If at all possible, it is the best way to experience most games. Even better if you don't know all of the game mechanics too that are going to be on display. You're seeing everything fresh, just as the developers intended it, and when the developers respect the players, their time, their money, and in cases of some games, the universe that they are adapting. Well, then you have the making for something special there. As a disclosure, I don't know anything about the Warhammer lore or universe. My experience with the universe is with the video games I have played from their adaptations from it, and overall I generally have a good time with them. I even played the first Space Marine game. I remember they even got Mark Strong to voice act in it too. I remember liking it, but it's been a while since I played that 360 game. I knew very little going into the sequel. I knew it was going to have co-op, it appeared to be respecting the universe and fans, and it was shaping up to be a title that we might all need to pay attention to. Well, I spent some more time with this game, and this game is just a lot of fun. The more I play, the more I find that I like about it. And something else that I really like is how masculine it is. Before we go any further, I want to thank the website 2Game for providing me with a code for this title. If you're interested in buying this game or other PC titles, please check out the links in the description and pinned comment, and feel free to use my coupon code as well. Now back to Space Marine.
Approaching Kadako. Prepare for atmospheric entry.
An element I want to bring up that I see is very strong throughout this entire game is the heavy masculine energy, and it's even seen in its design. You look at these characters, and these are these huge guys with larger than life armor, and guns and weapons to match it. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with the lore, but this game, whether intentional or not, you can feel the testosterone fueled 80s energy here, from the cutscenes to the action-packed gameplay. I wouldn't normally be bringing this stuff up, but we live in a world where gender roles are being blurred, along with other people accusing other men of toxic masculinity. I honestly have no idea what that is, but the concept of it is just wrong. And then when you look at this game, I haven't seen something this unabashedly masculine since the original Gears of War trilogy. I do want to clarify too, just because you have all this big dude energy doesn't mean that the women characters get left in the dust. Gears did it well, and I have a feeling that this game will probably do a similar thing. Here we have a title focused on entertainment, and man is it entertaining. The game doesn't seem preachy so far either. Again, it's about the entertainment. If you bring the fun and respect the audience, then you will continue to grow that audience, and they will back you and appreciate the game that you have made for them. So how does Space Marine even play? Well, this is a combination of a third-person shooter and a third-person action game. You can dish out a series of melee combos along with a parrying and dodging system that is used for defense. I am not that good at the parrying, but it is satisfying when you can pull one off. Some smaller enemies can be stunned of sorts from a larger attack, and this allows you to quickly swap to one of your guns and get a quick headshot in. This is stylish and never gets old to pull off. It's moments like this where you feel like a proficient and extremely well-trained warrior. There is more traditional third-person shooting as well, and it's just as satisfying as the melee. Again, swapping between the two attacking systems is seamless. You're an elite killing machine. You look like one, and most importantly, the game makes the player feel like one. Stuff like this is what got me excited for every battle that I would encounter. And it seems like Saber took some of their zombie-like mob mechanics from World War Z and put them in this game. It works well and helps to create a large sense of scale. I want to take a few moments and highlight the really well done introduction to this game. You get a nice combo of gorgeous CGI cutscenes, in-game cutscenes, with some fun action set pieces, along with a lot of enjoyable gameplay. Something I always appreciate is when a game can quickly get the player into the action, get me to some meaningful gameplay, engage me. I love a good story and some awesome visuals, but this is a game. Generally, the meat lies within what the player is going to be doing. And here we have an opener that is a tutorial-like stage, but it's also set up with some really engaging gameplay. It is very linear in nature, which I also like. You are pretty much being ushered to each combat encounter, with some story stuff happening in between. Slowly you are introduced to new gameplay mechanics, so that the game can set a foundation for the player on how most of the combat will work. The mixture of melee and shooting is a delight. You're this big hulking soldier, and it feels like it from the movement to each of your swings. The weapons feel deadly, and has some really awesome impact with enemies bouncing back, attacks producing a lot of blood, and the violence is just great. A game's opening moments are really important. This is kind of the do or die moment for the game in some cases. This is the first impression that the developers are giving to the player. They are presenting this and hoping that you continue with their game. They are inviting you in and want you to stay. And the great openers are the ones that really nail this and earn it. I sort of look at this as the initial promise of the game. Space Marine 2 very much does a great job with this. I love the use of the player needing to essentially hold the line. This is something we have seen in other titles like Halo Reach, but many times this is seen at the end of the game. It's really cool to see this as an ending to the prologue for this title. The introduction was effective, it doesn't waste the player's time, mostly did not feel like a tutorial, but rather an actual level, and at times very epic. Space Marine 2 is a really good game, and for me, I might even say that it's kind of a surprise. With my very limited exposure to the title before launch, I was hoping for a good game. I generally always hope for this. And after playing this one, going into it blind, it very much brings up a strong case where now all I want to do is play this game. The minute-to-minute action is just so good. I may suck at the parrying system, but swapping from the sword slashes to the shooting is so smooth and really great. It's violent, over the top, and yes, very, very masculine. Add on that you can play the game through single player, and then it has other co-op and multiplayer options. It would appear that the game is coming stacked with modes, and plenty of stuff to do. And then there is more content planned for later on. This might be the hit that we really needed, and the fun that we always try to find within this space but don't always find it. Do you plan on trying out this game? Have you played Space Marine? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're interested in buying this title or other PC games, then please check out the links within the description and pinned comment. Feel free to use my coupon code as well. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.